All right, good morning everyone. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. My name is Maggie Slavin. I'm the operations manager for CAIR-Chicago. And we're here this morning to highlight that the Council on American-Islamic Relations New Jersey and the Council on American-Islamic Relations California are also hosting parallel press conferences today to announce the filing of our lawsuit against the State Department for their negligence in getting Americans out of Gaza. We'll hear from a few speakers as well as part of our program. And first, I'd like to welcome CAIR-Chicago Legal Director Heena Musabji.
Good morning, everyone. Heena Musabji, Legal Director at CAIR-Chicago. That's Heena-Musabji. The resounding message we'd like to share here today is bring Americans home. Bring them home now. We're working with the law offices of Maria Kari, and this morning she filed a lawsuit against the State Department for failing to evacuate American citizens, American residents, and family members of Americans. The plaintiffs on this suit are Americans from around the country. They are not able to spend the holidays with members of their family. What this lawsuit clearly explains is that the State Department has abandoned American citizens during Israeli bombardment in Gaza. And it's failing its duty to protect them. The lawsuit is not just about evacuation, right? It's about ensuring equal protection under the law for all Americans, under the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution, and that includes Palestinian-Americans. They are not different from any other conflict when Americans are stuck abroad. And in Gaza, they are unfortunately in a situation that the international legal community has clearly called as a genocide, with lack of resources to medical care, with lack of resources to just general needs. And what is being asked of the US government right now is simple, right? The US government must act with urgency for Palestinian Americans as it does in other zones of conflict. And we know that mechanisms exist. Each of these plaintiffs have taken the non-legal measures to be evacuated. They've been cleared to be evacuated, but the US government fails to take action. And it is known that there are mechanisms that exist through Kerem Shalom that has been used for evacuations before, and the State Department knows they must act. The suffering and death of Palestinian Americans is preventable. And what the US government is doing is costing lives. And to share what's actually happening, we have a local plaintiff from the lawsuit here, and she's here with us today to share the situation and story of her parents who are there, along with her siblings. So with that, I welcome Mariam Alrayes.
Good morning, my name is Mariam Alrayes. I'm a US citizen. I just got out in November and came here in April. I left my family, my father, my mother, and two siblings there in Gaza. They are now they are in Mawasi area, where all the Gazan people are. Every day I try to contact with them, making sure that they're safe. With every bombing that is happening, I have to call and make sure that they are safe. My dad is in urgent need of a surgery. He has a back pain and his leg. He has diabetes, so he needs his medicine. Also, my siblings are living in not really great conditions. We reached the embassy in Jerusalem many times, trying to evacuate my parents, but they keep not helping us. All I'm asking for now is for them and for all the Americans there to be evacuated, because it's their right to be evacuated. And I know that the government of the United States are able to evacuate them. They keep telling us that there's no borders, but we know there's a Slavin border. They can easily get the US citizens, including my parents and my siblings, out of there. I'm here today because I need the government of the United States to help my family and all the US citizens and their family to be safe and get out from this unfortunate war that is happening there. Thank you.
And lastly, I'd like to call up Jenin Alharithi from AMP, American Muslims for Palestine.
Hello everyone, my name is Jenin Alharithi, that's spelled Jeninalharithi, with American Muslims for Palestine, Chicago. We at AMP stand wholeheartedly with the families who have decided to take legal action against the State Department who has abandoned American citizens and legal residents in Gaza, failing its duty to protect them. It is clear that once someone holds a label of Palestinian, the American government will no longer see you as a human being. The US government must act with the same urgency for Palestinian-Americans as it does for other Americans in conflict zones all over the world. This stems from the clear dehumanization of Palestinians, which makes me justified in saying that the American government has undoubtedly failed in providing protection to any citizen in Palestine. We have approached 439 days of genocide in Gaza, and the destruction being inflicted upon every single civilian worsens every day. The Gaza death toll has reached 45,192 Palestinians, with over 17,000 of them being children. These are just the confirmed reports, but undeniably there are many, many more under the rubble and just unconfirmed cases. We have heard accounts of Israel using Gaza as its own testing laboratory, the genocidal state using new military technology on Palestinians. There have been accounts of Palestinians in Gaza disappearing into thin air from Israel's weapons. Palestinians in Gaza are getting massacred in schools, hospitals, and refugee campsites every single day. Palestinians in Gaza are being intentionally starved by the blockade of humanitarian aid. This is something unprecedented, and it's been happening for over a year now. This is disgusting and inhumane, and this practice is fueled by American dollars and complicity. The suffering and deaths of Americans in Gaza are preventable. The US government's inaction is costing many thousands of lives. How much longer will we have to go demanding an end to the bloodshed and demanding justice for those seeking asylum? How much longer until Gaza is completely flattened? Will that be the measure in which our elected officials finally listen to their constituents? The US government has failed its own citizens and has failed the people of Gaza. Every day hope wanes, and now our government is seen in a tainted, corrupt light. If our government truly upholds the same standard for every human being, no matter their nationality or ethnic background, we must see this exhibited in their actions. We must see the Alrayes family be granted asylum and justice. We must see the suffering and slaughtering of Palestinians come to an end with effective change from our government bodies. We all have a duty and responsibility to uphold in this world, and those on the wrong side of history will be remembered. Thank you so much.
You guys can take questions now if you'd like to call up specific speakers. No questions? No questions? You guys are over?
Can somebody just tell us who's who in the photo?
Okay. So this is my brother. His name is Ibrahim. He's 21 now. My mother, Hiba Tamimi. He's Ibrahim Reyes. My father, Bassam Reyes, and my youngest sister, Rama Reyes. Yeah, this is like a month ago, recent picture from where they are. They're living in the tents right now.